Radio.
Half-Fact Radio. You're listening to Half-Fact Radio.
The latest hits, oldest, greatest memories, latest gist, news, sports, information, all on Half-Fact Radio. Who plays the biggest sound? We do. We are Half-Fact Radio. 247 around the world, non-stop. That's it. Half-Fact Radio, the radio for the society.
Hello, welcome. I am the WGD, and this is Half-Fact Online Radio, the radio for the society. This is ushering you into the Showtime-Satire, the best way to start your night. A show that keeps you on track with the society matters. Well, it's always nice being on here with yours. For today, I do hope we have a beautiful and wonderful session together. But before that beautiful and wonderful session, before us having that session together, let's go on this short break.
Hey there! Stay logged on to your number one award-winning online radio station. Half-Fact Online Radio, radio for the society.
Okay, welcome back on board. It's still Half-Fact Online Radio, the radio for the society, and I remain your humble host, the WGD. Well, for today, I said today is gonna be wonderful. We're gonna have wonderful sessions together. Today's episode I titled it "Pakuteto Gbe Onjere Fun Olungboje." You might be wondering what that means, but it's actually relating to the arrest of the EFCC acting chairman by the DSS. Before I tell you what's up, I'll be glad if you can quickly take a glance at our page on Instagram at Half-Fact Online Radio to follow up on the activities, and I will so much appreciate it if you can press the follow button, and of course we will follow back. Okay, back on today's episode, Pakuteto Gbe Onjere Fun Olungboje. It's still Half-Fact Online Radio and your host WGD. Well, the DSS arrested the EFCC acting chairman Ibrahim Magu. So according to Sarah reporters, they said the acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Ibrahim Magu, has been arrested by the Department of State Services, that's the DSS. Okay, you want to know why he was arrested? Well, that's why I'm here to tell you what's up. Okay, he was arrested over allegations that he owned 4 properties and that he was allegedly transferring funds abroad through a third party. Well, they said he is now undergoing interrogations. You know, for every act done, for every act that they know, bad act, so you have to go through interrogation. So, undergoing interrogation at the DSS headquarters in Aso Drive. The DSS in 2016 report revealed that Magu was living in a 40 million mansion. Can you imagine that? They said Magu is currently occupying a residence rented for 40 million naira at 20 million per annum. Although the accommodation was not paid from the commission's finances, but by one Mr. Umar Muhammad, I think that is partner or something. So they said investigation shows that the acting EFCC chairman regularly embarked on official and private trip through private jet owned by that same Umar Muhammad. So you see how everything goes, the connection and everything. Wasn't it recently it was reported that Osh Poppy, one father of designer or something like that, was arrested over fraud or something in Dubai. So they said he has been given the jail time for 20 years. So although it's not relating to Pakuteto Gbe Onjere Fun Olungboje, so this one I'm actually talking about, this Mr. Baba Ibrahim Magu, is relating to Pakuteto Gbe Onjere Fun Olungboje. But before I tell you how buoyant Mr. Pakuteto Gbe Onjere, before I tell you what's up, before I tell you how he lives, before I tell you how he was caught, let's go on this short break.
Hey there! Stay logged on to your number one award-winning online radio station. Half-Fact Online Radio, radio for the society.
Okay, welcome back. It's still Africa Online Radio, and I remain your humble host, TheWGD, and it's still on Pakuteto Gbeonjere fun Olungboje. Well, and like I said I'll be telling you how buoyant Baba is, how how he spent, how he lived, how before he was caught, and how he was caught. Okay, Baba Ibrahim is a buoyant man, and you should know that his arrest has actually caused that for him to be arrested. So he actually maintained the high profile lifestyle because his preference for first class travels is kind of alarming or something like that, and he likes for big things. So they said on the 24th of June 2016, you see how this thing happens. Like, you don't know some things would actually go wrong. Imagine them keeping things since 2016 and we're in 2020. That's 4 years ago. It says since 2016 he flew Emirates Airlines first class to Saudi Arabia to perform lesser Hajj at the cost of 2.9 million naira. Wow. You know what lesser Hajj means? Like, very small Hajj. It's not as big as the one we do before Al-Iliyah. So this one, it took 3 million just to perform lesser Hajj. Wow, that's wonderful. It said despite the president's directive to all public servants to fly economic class, and Baba Ibrahim Mago actually flew first class. So he has the money and he flew. Imagine a public servant flying in first class. Isn't that kind of alarming? Like, he's so buoyant. So his arrest is actually called for. So I'll be telling you how he was arrested, how he was snitched on. Okay, this is how it happens, because we do not know all this news, even not for his partner, Mr. Muhammad Umar, when he made a confession that he approaches clients for possible exploitations, favors, and associated returns and all of that. So, and that was actually made in DSS reports. Then the Sahara reporters carried it, and now I am saying it. Okay, now I got some comments which actually is going to be interesting. It actually is going to be fun, or actually just to know that okay, people are boiling. What is actually going on? It's not pleasing to everybody. So I got some comments on the page, Sahara reporters page from Twitter's users. So the first comment at Prishi, she said bushmeat we catch hunter. So just like Pakuteto Gbeonjere fun Olungboje. So at Obianam Okeri said the echo is loud enough for the deaf to hear. Exactly, the echo is loud. Who wants to hear? Let him hear. Even the deaf hears sometimes, but we just don't know. It's just an adage. Okay, at Von_Bismarck said that corruption is fighting corruption. He said they can't wait to vote out this corrupt, really anti-people and anti-progressive party, and I think this is actually really talking to the APC party. So at Dr. Atangu said, when corruption meets corruption, the lesser corruption bow. And actually, I can actually bow to this kind of corruption, because we all have this trait of corruption in us. We all sin. So I can only bow for a greater one. This is even more. This is more. At Adebimpe Ayodeji said, when the head of your anti-graft agency is arrested for fraudulent deals, then you need no one to tell you that your fight against corruption is nothing but a charity. Well, he actually has a point there. So the only thing we can just do is fight for our own cause. No one to fight for us, because those that are fighting for us are actually doing things that are against us. At Prince for Real 17 said, the hunter is now the hunted. He said he would like to see how this movie ends. Exactly. I would also like to see how this movie ends. May God spare our lives to death. And when he said the hunter is now the hunted, so just something like relating to Pakuteto Gbeonjere fun Olungboje. So you can see that this message I'm trying to pass across is what everybody is actually saying. So you imagine your junior ones telling you what you just did, it's bad. So you need to face the law, and actually no one is above the law. So as Faithisia_Blunt said, if the EFCC boss Magu can be arrested for fraud, then who exactly is fighting against corruption and fraud in this country? So everybody fight for yourself. Everybody, just like Nehemiah has said. So fight for ourselves, fight for our own cause. No one to fight for us. As Dr. Pierce has said, he said that how will EFCC chairman be arrested for corruption? Isn't he meant to be standard for integrity? This country is a joke. Exactly. He said he just have to laugh. Exactly, it's a joke. We are all jokers. We have to laugh at our own jokes and drink the well of liveliness. You just pretend everything is going on fine. So I just believe that probably Dr. Pierce has forgotten that human fall for things above the sky. We fall for things that sometimes we cannot reach sometimes, and actually no one is above the law. Exactly, no one is above the law. So you just have to keep pushing. You just have to keep pushing, not to fall into hands of fraudulency and all of that. So you just have to going on to the right path, and God gives us the ability to have things on our own, to have things to do that are very good for the society. We just have to keep fighting for ourselves. We own the country. I know someone would have to rule us, but we just have to assist the person in power by becoming someone better for ourselves. So this is me coming to the end of the show, but actually I would be rounding off the show. Well, I would have loved to stay back, but when nature calls, just have to answer it. So I would be glad if you can still follow Afak Online Radio at Instagram. So just click at Afak Online Radio and click the follow button, and that's all. You follow back, and you can also follow me at Lima Queen, Lima_Queen on Twitter, LEEMAH, then _DEESAH on Twitter. So have a wonderful evening. Gracias.
To your number one award-winning online radio station, Africa Online Radio, the radio for the society.